Elizabeth and I continue to learn and have fun on this stuff, so appreciate it. I am going to go to my presentation mode since I logged out of that and now I'm totally kafluid. Ah, here it is. Okay, so there's our official beginning for our weekly webinar. Again, thank you for joining us. And we'll hit slide 2. Okay, there we go. So December, I am using this slide later today for a presentation for our PCOR project, Patient-Centered Outcome Research Initiative for employees. And Peace on Earth, what more can we ask for right now? So let's keep that idea rolling. Updates from the Near West Side, if we haven't slowed down, yay. There's lots of good things going on. So we have our Winter Wonderland social media campaign. As you see fun Winter Wonderland opportunities around our neighborhoods, take a picture and share it on Facebook or Instagram and hashtag Winter Wonderland. And that was when I just saw a week ago. This is on State Street. So if you go down there, actually the house has added more to the display. So take a moment to come down and check it out. We are having a holiday campaign for our residents at College Court. We received a nice donation of some holiday decorations. So we are doing a raffle to give those away. And we're just always looking for opportunities to make sure our College Court residents stay engaged and involved with the Near West Side. Along those lines, with the Choice Neighborhood Grant, some milestones are being achieved. The action activities, which you'll see, and part of why we have Lori here on board today, is the budget was submitted for those projects. That'll be about another 4 to 6 weeks to hear back. And then we'll start seeing some action related to those action activities. That was a lot of action. And take a look as you drive down Wisconsin Avenue. New banners went up. So that's part of the whole streetscaping and Near West Side improvement for a whole lot of stuff. So it's really making that street look nice. And you'll continue to see small improvements of small, what do I want to say, that will be expanding to all the neighborhoods. So it's something to look forward to this winter as you drive down our streets. Don't forget, we have COVID and we have flu. We want everyone to be healthy. So basics are wear your mask, which you will see our wonderful guests are doing because they're sharing space. Wash your hands. If that isn't one thing that I think is getting forgotten, that's another very, very huge key success to keeping healthy. And then are avoiding just social distance. It's a tough time and we all want to be together. If you're in your bubble, great, keep it that way. And that's a safe mode to be. And then if you don't feel well, stay home. No sharing nothing with anyone because that's not going to help. Next week's weekly webinar is going to be Navigating the New Normal. The Small Business Development Center will be, 2 of their leaders are going to be our guests talking about resources for small businesses and specifically their document, Navigating the New Normal. It's a resource tool for small business. So that's going to be a real plus to a lot of our organizations here in the Near West Side and throughout Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin. So happy to highlight this tool for those businesses. And next. And here's our guests. So what we're talking about today is the 26th Street project. And in the picture, you will see the instigator of this project, Lori Gramling, and then our executive director, Keith Stanley. And she actually came to us with a project idea and there was no way to say no because it's fantastic. So in collaboration with Lori, she went to a lot of businesses and meetings in our Near West Side and came up with that beautiful rainbow panel and the Voices of the City project on our side of town. And to say our side means that she lives just on the other side of the valley and has started the project there and is definitely dedicated to extending this throughout the Milwaukee community. And hopefully this is only just a little catalyst to get us all going. So I'm going to go out of presentation mode, escape. And we will go there so we can all see each other. So I am introducing Dr. Lori Gramling. She is an artist and creative director of the 26th Street Project. And she also has her other creative directors with her that she will be talking to and sharing what's happened with the 26th Street Project. So Lori, I'll let you introduce yourself and then your guests. Oops, no mute. Okay, try that again. You're off mute.
All right, that sounds great. Thanks a lot, Barb. First, I should give you an update that we made some really great changes, and we joined forces with ECHO, which is Epic Community Center Organization, and became our own official nonprofit at that point.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So we decided at that time it was time to have a name that kind of unified us. And our group of artists that we have about 25 artists who work with us really felt that we are a family. And so the new name that we have is La Familia de Arte. So that's who we are. We're the family, La Familia.
Yep.
And the artists that are going to be speaking here are themselves a family. They're the youth of the family were the ones that first started with me, probably now, I bet 7, 8 years ago when they were really little. And then their mom got involved and grandma got involved. They are all amazing artists. So I asked them if they would start out and just talk a little bit about what La Familia means to them and a little bit about the project, and then we'll be able to circle back and talk about the past project and some future things that we'll be doing. I'm going to move out of the way so that they'll be able to take their masks off. But for now, for me, since I'm in close proximity, I need to stay masked. So I'm going to turn this over to the Carlos family.
Welcome, Carlos family. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll let you all introduce yourselves and commence to sharing your story.
Hi, I'm Jalissa, and I just wanted to talk about my experience here in working with Miss Lori in La Familia de Arte. And she taught me how to like draw on the wheel, and now I'm very experienced in that. And also she taught me about ceramic stuff.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about some of the art you've done, Anne-Marie. Talk about some of the beautiful things you've made.
No. We'll come back to you then. I don't speak much English, but my daughter translates for me. Okay. Mi nombre es Amalia Carlos. Soy la abuela de estas preciosas nietas y ella es mi hija también. Soy una de las artistas de aquí de la familia de arte. Estoy orgullosa de ellas y también de mí, porque he aprendido muchas cosas que yo pensé que ya no tenía tiempo para hacer nada. Yo nada más era abuela. Gracias a Miss Lori y a este programa he salido mucho adelante. Principalmente he tenido más confianza en mí y me siento muy orgullosa.
That's a lot. Now I gotta translate all this for you. So she said, and her name is Amalia Carlos. She's very proud to be part of La Familia. She is the grandmother of my children. I'm her daughter, and my name is Jackie. And she wanted to let you guys know how proud she is of us as a family and our whole group. And she wanted to let you know that there's still time to learn things, and there's still, always time to share moments with your family, even if it's just through art or ¿Qué más?
Que soy muy orgullosa también de
She is
del
very
programa.
proud of everyone in the program here. And she's very proud of us and herself as well because she learned a lot.
Ujú.
She has learned a lot through Miss Lori here. She's showed us how to throw on the wheel, and she showed us how the process of making an actual ceramic bowl or any just ceramics in general is actually a really long process. So then she learned a lot.
Ujú. Nada más. Yeah.
You want to tell them about the outdoor project?
Let's tell them about the outdoor project.
Estoy así de shy. Ahorita pues.
She's a little shy today. Want to tell them your name?
Okay. Ahorita pues.
Well, this is Anne Marie here. She's also my daughter, and she's been working with Miss Lori for about 7 to almost 8 years now, and she's one of the artists here. She actually loves sculpting. What else do you guys want? The outdoor projects. So this last fall, we installed about 65 ceramic posts out in our community. And
All through the neighborhood.
yeah, all through our neighborhood. And right now, our future plans are to add more, beautiful, meaningful art to our community.
Then you can just finish, Jackie, by whatever it's meant to you.
Yeah, La Familia de Arte actually means a lot to me. Not only am I able to spend time with my family, especially my children, but I'm able to express myself through art and actually show people what art means to me. Art usually is a very big part of our lives because growing up, I've always been interested in art. And just knowing that I can share that with my kids and my mother now, it's actually very, very meaningful to us. Want to try now?
So you think that's it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anything you want to add?
No, I think we're okay.
Okay.
So we'll pass you on to Miss Lori here.
Okay. And what we can do is switch places, and if you think of something you want to
Okay.
add, then just tell me, hey,
Okay.
I just remembered something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah,
Thank you to everybody. That was so nice for you all to take a moment and share your experience and the opportunities that the project has brought to you and the importance of it.
yeah, it's just wonderful to see it because the Carlos family is such an example of what I would say is the real engine that drives this organization. You know, there's just a power and connection,
Mhm.
and they help each other. You know, Jalissa was talking about how she likes to throw on the wheel,
Mhm.
but she also then in turn has been teaching the others how to throw on the wheel. And what's great is she not only works with the kids, some of the adults that maybe would be, I don't know, less comfortable having one of the experts teach them. Having Jalissa work with them, plus she's bilingual, just makes things so much easier. And so she's just been just a great example of how you can work across generations like that. And the art that they were talking about, they put out in the neighborhood is really something else now. So we have posts, but also murals. There was a piece that Amalia did that, what is it? It's about 4 by 5 feet. There's some really impressive artwork out here. So we would
And-
invite you all.
And so what neighborhood are you in?
So we are in the Clark Square neighborhood. We are directly south of the domes. Like if you went out the driveway of the domes, you would be right at our studio. And if you went along 26th Street, you would see a number of our pieces of art.
Good. Well, hopefully folks will take an opportunity to get down there in our nice weather.
That would be awesome. Now, if we have a few more minutes, I can circle back to talking about the Near West Side project we did with you, the 27th in Wisconsin, all right? And if I can share the screen, I think I can do a little, hopefully I'll do a little slideshow for us here. So it was just such a wonderful opportunity for us. We so appreciated that ability to be able to just share that with Near West Side Partners. It was,
Well, thank you. It has been a wonderful opportunity. Can you tell us about how the project started?
yes, I'd be happy to do that. Let me back up here just a little bit. Yeah, just like you say, always trying to keep aware of one way of caring about each other as families is to keep each other healthy. And so we've been really trying to do that, how to keep a connection and yet still look out for each other's health. We had here, let me, am I a large screen now or do you have
No,
me?
so we need to have you get out of the shared screen,
Oh, yep.
which is always complicated.
There we
There we
go.
go. Perfect.
How's that?
That's what we need. Thank you.
Now my presence is back, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So we had this idea, and we had done this in the past of having people around in the area inscribe messages on clay. It's such a nice thing for people to get involved in a project because it allows them to get involved in a very concrete way. But most important, it gives them a chance to express their own ideas. And what we feel is the greatest natural resource of the community is the wisdom of the people in the community, the wisdom and their love. And so what we would do is we would bring tiles to people and ask them initially, before we ever started the 27th in Wisconsin, we decided 4.5 years ago that we wanted to start developing walls of courage, love, and hope. Because other people have been talking about walls that really divided people, we decided we were going to erect walls of courage, love, and hope. And we went around the neighborhood asking people to just inscribe tiles that would send messages of love and hope to one another. And some of those are still up around the city. But out of that, Melissa Mueller and I came up with this idea, and Near West Side Partners was exploring some opportunities for community art. And we thought, what if all across the Near West Side, we asked people to write messages of courage, love, and hope. And so with your help, Barb, all of Near West Side Partners, we were able to reach out, I think it was to about 24 organizations, if I remember right. And what was really important to us was to reach out to people who oftentimes don't have a voice. So that was, we went to Veterans Manor, Troop Cafe. It was very important to us to reach out to those who were disabled. So we went to Penfield, Milwaukee Center for Independence, people who were just learning English, the neighborhood house, refugee program, we went there. So people who oftentimes aren't asked for their wisdom, we really tried to reach out. And what we would always ask people if they asked us what they should write is we would say, you know, if you were having a hard day and you were walking by and you were reading a message, what is it that you would really need to read that would help you in that day? And so that's the message people would write. And we ended up tapping 1,500 people on the Near West Side who all just wrote things that was just from their heart. And so to me, that's just a great treasure. And hats off to Near West Side Partners for finding a permanent home now for that structure. So we're very excited about that. You're muted now. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. My husband's sneaking in behind me. I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to chit chat. So there he goes, life in the real world. Yeah, no, that was an opportunity. And going back to how this all started, art is a very important bridge for all of us to be able to connect. And Near West Side Partners understands that it's a way for every community to understand. You don't have to be able to speak. You don't have to be able to say anything, and that it's a great way to share an experience. So there was no way to that we could turn down the great offer of being able to install some beautiful art. So then now that was part of the goal going in, and we've met some bumps in the road, but at the end of the day, there is going to be a permanent home for all those mandalas. Can you share that?
Yeah, Yeah, you hear that little applause in the background?
Yay, I agree.
Yeah, it's just so exciting. So it's called the FATS Triangle. I don't know if all of your audience is familiar with that phrase. One of the architects I was talking to says that no one exactly knows who this Mr. Fats was, but there's a tribute to him at this little green triangle that's basically at kind of the intersection of 35th and State Street. So there's this nice little green space that Near West Side Partners had already decided to make into some beautiful green space, right, Barb? I think that was
Right.
all part of the project. But then they're going to be contracting with architects who will be constructing these 3 tall posts about 6 feet by 18 inches. And that'll be the permanent home where all these circular tiles, these 1,500 messages of love and hope and encouragement are all going to be then mortared right into those posts. And so it'll be a beautiful part of what's going to be just a really lovely triangle there.
Yeah, well, thank you to you and your team and your group of artists that went out in the community. That was time and effort. And that really leads me to the next point in that y'all need funds. You now are a true nonprofit, and tell us how the community can help not only learn more and have projects, but what support they can give you. Yeah,
thank you. In fact, this Saturday, we had planned to have our open house, our art open house. Unfortunately, some of our friends and family, one of our friends and family has come down with coronavirus self, and one of the near associates. So we're going to have to go totally remote. So we do have a art show that's going to be, it's posted on our website and Facebook. You would just look up familiadearte.com. It's our website. Facebook is La Familia or Familia? La Familia de Arte is our Facebook. And mainly what we're focusing on this holiday season are luminaries. We thought it was really time for people to spread a little light together, especially where people may not be able to physically visit. We thought, what a wonderful thing to send a little bit of light to one another. So all the artists have made these carved luminaries that will hold a little, either a flameless candle or a little tea light. You have your choice of both. And we will ship them around the country. If you'd like to send light to someone, connect with us. You can't come into the studio for an open house now, but we'd be happy to send you photographs. We have some on Facebook and the website, and we can send more too. But also, we are always open to any donations. 100% of donations go right into either stipends for our artists or materials. All of it goes 100% to either materials or stipends. So we're always open to that as well. And on the other hand, if you have a real heart for doing art yourself, reach out to us. One of the things Barb and I are talking about more and more is how nice it is to bridge the north and south side. We are 5 minutes away from each other, but we are divided by this valley. And so finding ways to connect north and south side with any kind of projects, we just think it's a wonderful, wonderful way of unifying people. There's nothing like people working on projects together, and especially a project to bring beauty into the city that I think helps us all become family. So we're always open to that. Yeah, agreed. So we're keep moving that little boulder, and it will happen. And this is an example of one way to help us expand, because there's so many opportunities, but we don't always know about them. So that's one reason we love to do the weekly webinar and highlight organizations like yours that are doing great work in our community and making it a community. So we appreciate it. Well, thanks. Well, we so appreciate you inviting us, and just all the work that Near West Side Partners has done. It's really opened doors for us, and I think Near West Side Partners is doing exactly what you would hope a neighborhood organization should do, which is help provide connections. And you've done that so well. And actually the 27th in Wisconsin project led to all kinds of doors opening for us. So that was just a wonderful, wonderful way that you all really helped us. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And again, as folks see this webinar, we hope that you do take more interest in the Near West Side, the projects that are going on, and specifically La Familia de Arte.
Yeah, you got it. That's perfect.
I've got to practice my non-Spanish a bit more.
Or you could just say the family. Sounds kind of like The Godfather or something, right?
No. But that's the title, and that's what we need to promote. So not a problem.
All right.
And yeah, it's a small, Milwaukee is small walkie, and we can keep it that way by
Awesome.
just continuing collaboration. And as Keith Stanley so often says, it's the power of the partnership. And it's not, you know, as long as we work together, it's good. We can all make change.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. So, well, Lori, thank you. I'm just going to kind of switch out and wrap a couple things up, and we'll stay on. So you're not going to be totally gone. So I'm going to take over share screen, go back to my PowerPoint, and realizing that I could have, let's go present mode. I did have a couple other pictures to show, but I got so excited about talking to you, I forgot to show them. So I will share those. So here is the sign that y'all made for the new installation going on at 35th and State Street. So exciting. We do have that in our office right now. They started doing work on that building. So there's another point of good news, and took the sign down, and we are going to work with the city to get it relocated to its permanent home, which is 35th and State Street. So I will be spearheading that with my colleague, and that's neat stuff. Let me hit this next slide. And again, here are just more examples of what Lori showed and how this all came together. And it was just a fun community-based project, but there's no way the Near West Side Partners can do something quite like that, and why it's important that we do work with other organizations to help spread goodness throughout our neighborhoods. And we're looking forward to seeing that permanent installation. And let's see, one more thing. I think that's pretty much it. Lori, let's connect offline, and we will get some information about La Familia, okay, about your new organization, and make sure we can get that on our Facebook post, so you can, our community can embrace your next journey into making the world a better place.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you, family. Continue your wonderful good work, ladies.
Thank you.
Holiday blessings to all of you.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. And thanks to everyone for joining us today.
You too. Thank you for having us.
And